Hello, my Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign friends. My name is LaChan with Power Life Hypnosis, and this is your mid-February 2017 Love and Romance, Lenormand Predictions, and Oracle Guidance reading. Of course, as always, I would like to say thank you so much to all of those who have thumbs up my videos, who have liked them, who have shared them. And I would like to thank my subscribers for subscribing to my channel, for my old subscribers as well as my new subscribers. I appreciate the support. I am doing private readings, so if you would like to book a private reading with me, please email me at powerlifehypnosis@gmail.com. I have also had a blast helping you guys find your lost items. I'm really excited about that. So if you have something that you've been looking for and you need direction as to where it is, I will work with you in order to find your item. This is a general reading, so please check your moon, sun, and rising sign videos for additional messages. This reading may resonate with you, it may not, so if it doesn't, check your other videos. Also, if it doesn't, then may check back next month. If this reading does resonate with you, I would like to know how. So please leave me a comment in the description box below as to how it did. If this doesn't resonate with you, you will know because you won't identify with it. But if it does, I would love to know how. So please let me know. Alrighty, so let's go into your cards. Okay, so for my prediction for you, the first card that I have here is the heart. Then we have the lady. And we have the clouds. And I don't know if I used these cards in my last Sagittarius video, but I did make these. I love these cards. Of course, I don't own the right to the images. However, I did make this deck. So we have the heart, the lady, and the clouds. And the clouds is actually, I know this is probably backwards for you guys. Because the clouds, the dark side is moving outward. So this is saying that within your romantic relationships, especially, okay, so the card in the middle is the woman. So this can represent you if you are a female, or this can represent a female partner, or if you are in a same-sex relationship and you are male, this can have to do with your partner if your partner has a more feminine energy than you, or it can be you, of course. So this is saying that there could be some kind of situation in your romantic relationships that has been causing some kind of confusion lately. There can be some kind of troubles going on lately that you've experienced. However, the beautiful thing is it's going to improve because the lady card was next to the light side of the clouds. I actually took this picture, so I own this right. So the lady card is next to the light side, meaning that this situation is improving, meaning that the difficulties, the misunderstandings, the confusion, the muddled thoughts, all that will be improving during this time, and you will be able to see that and enjoy that. So great. Okay, I'm actually making the prediction short because I am focusing more on the oracle guidance. So I pulled 3 cards for you and took the card on the bottom of the deck for the overall energy. And the cards that I have here for you are, let's see. I'll arrange these better. 1 second. Okay. That's a lot of arranging. I'm on my laptop, so it's a little difficult to arrange everything in front of me. Okay. So the card that I have here on the bottom of the deck is To the Sea. And To the Sea resonates a 7 energy. So this has to do with going within, wisdom, introspection, and things like that. This card also speaks to going with the flow. So there may be some type of situation in your romantic relationships in which you may be tempted possibly to fight against something that is going on, or possibly steer the relationship in a way that you want to go, or this is a general reading, so it can be many different situations. But this is saying that I'm also taking this as some kind of a guidance, some advice to go with the flow. Go with the flow and allow things to happen in their own way. And this could also be saying to allow what you want in a relationship, allow the energy of the relationship to take place and move forward on its own. Okay, let your goals and desires enter the relationship and let those work together to allow the relationship to take on its own being, its own energy, and move forward in whatever way. Not fighting, not controlling. Just go with the flow and allow things to happen in their own way. So I'm thinking like hands off, let things happen in their own way. And that is less stressful anyway, than fighting against something. Okay. So the next card that I have here for you is Mending. And this came out in the reverse, the dark side of the card. You can see that. Okay, so the Mending card also resonates a 7 energy, which again is going within, because this is card 52. So it's going within. This can also deal with success. I'm associating this card with success also. And this is saying that mending, the message of mending is making amends, forgiveness, getting along with someone, going back to, get along with someone. And in the reverse position, this can speak to heartbreak when it comes to mending with someone. So it can do with, an inability to mend. Not necessarily with the other person, but this could be the inability to mend the situation, or mend, what's going on within you regarding this situation, regarding this person, or again, this is a general reading. So this has to do with, again, making amends, forgiveness, and heartbreak. And this is saying that heartbreak, it happens. If you're going through a situation in which you are experiencing difficulties in your relationship, or in which you may be moving on from a partner, or in which you're experiencing any type of heartbreak, this is saying that heartbreak happens during life and we get through it. And the beautiful thing about heartbreak is usually people, we have this kind of sense as if it's me against the world. It's me versus you. I'm okay, you're not okay, or something like that, or you're okay, I'm not okay. So we have this dynamic where we tend to keep ourselves separate. And through heartbreak, we open our hearts up. We open our hearts up to others. We open our hearts up to the sympathy and the empathy of others, and we allow that in, which gives us a sense of connectedness. And this card is saying that you will never be left behind. You won't be, despite heartbreak, you will never be left behind. You will have the relationship, you will have the love, you will have the circumstances and everything that you want. You have everything that you want. And the beautiful thing is, heartbreak passes. You are supported and you are loved by spirit, God, whatever your higher power is, the universe. You are supported through this time. Even if it's difficult, you are supported through this time, during this time. And within time, you will see that this is true. So again, if you're experiencing difficulties, heartbreak, or anything like that, you are supported by others as well as your higher power. You will have what it is that you want. And one day, you will look back on this and say, okay, I can see that that is true. So the next card that I have here is Flexible. Flexible. And this card resonates a 10 energy. And I also want energy, but I'm saying 10 because 10 can represent an ending in order for a new beginning to happen. And then when we break down the 10, it does come to a 1 energy, which is new beginnings. And it can also do with the self. And I like this card flexible because on this card, you see that there's somebody there and this person is being blown away by the wind. And this person's body is bending in an unnatural way. It's bending backwards. But this person still looks grounded and steady. And this person is not stressing out, even though the wind is coming up and shaking their environment and moving them in directions that they naturally wouldn't go. This person is still grounded and still in the face of this. And being flexible speaks to being willing to try different things, being adaptable without compromising what is important to you, being willing to go about things in a different way. It can be being teachable. Okay, and this is also saying to let go of rigidity. If you're stuck in your ways or you have rigid ways or rigid views, this is saying to be flexible with your approach during this time. Because for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, you may have recently become involved with, or you may meet someone during this time who you do not believe is your normal type of person who you are attracted to. It can be different from the type of person that you are thinking that you will have or that you want. However, this person can come in and be an amazing person for you, even if they are the love of a lifetime or not, because it could be just a soul contract or a soul mate. And there's a difference between twin flames and soulmates. We have many different soulmates in our lives, which is a side thing. But this is also saying that, this person may come into your life and everything will turn out so wonderful. And you will see that this person is a good person for you. And this will also help you see what type of person that you want to be with. So at the very least, this is what I'm getting for some of you guys. At the very least, if things don't work out with this person, if you are going through heartbreak and you do meet someone during this time, at the very least, because I feel like this person will be not better than the person, that the heartbreak happened with, but this person could be better for you in whatever way. And the wonderful thing is, at the very least, this person can teach you what it is that you want, or can show you what it is that you want in a romantic relationship. So that's not going to be for all of you, but it will be for some of you. However, this card does, of course, speak to being teachable, being malleable, I think that's the way you pronounce it, taking a new approach, being flexible in your approach, not being rigid, and seeing what that will do for you. Seeing what that will do for you, because being rigid can keep us stuck in our ways, and being rigid can keep us from growth and moving forward and expansion and new beginnings, because this is a 1 card. So being rigid can keep you from those things, but being flexible in your approach can bring so many beautiful things to your life. And the last card that we have here is going the distance. Okay, so this card, going the distance, it resonates a 2 energy, which has to do with partnerships, balance, duality, things like that, harmony. This can also do with reflection. So go the distance card speaks to recognizing that life is not a sprint. Life is not a sprint. Okay, this is saying that life is long and you have the endurance and the strength and the power and your eyes on the prize in order to think long term. Think long term. Despite whatever situation is going on with you now, despite this mending that happens. And then I love the Lenormand cards came out because it does speak to things getting better. And going the distance says to think about long-term, your long-term needs, your long-term wants, regardless of what is happening with you right now, because this could be a, temporary position, a temporary circumstance. Not letting circumstances shake you up, because as I keep saying, life is long, and we may have occasional difficulties in our relationships. We may have occasional difficulties. However, go with the flow. Go with the flow, as the as the To the Sea card suggests. Go with the flow and think long term, and really keep your long-term goals and what you really want in mind. And something that I'm getting for some of you is and it's funny because it just came up in another reading. Sometimes we may think that we want a certain person in the short term. In the short term, we may think that we want a certain person. However, because life is so long, we do not always have the vision and the ability to see in the future and what the future holds for us. So that's a message that I got for some of you. And I just mentioned this in I think my Aries reading. So if you have a planet in Aries, please check that out. But I think it was my Aries one. Anyway, so another thing is, a lot of the time we may think that we want a certain person because a certain person signifies love to us. We may think a certain person signifies love to us, but it's really about the feeling of love. The feeling of love and having that feeling, because it can be anybody in that place. However, we want the feeling of love. So if there's a situation in which, some heartbreak has happened, with this Mending card, if there's a situation where, some heartbreak or something has happened, know that this person may not have been the one for you for the long term, and think about what it is that you want in the long term. Was the person that you were with the one that will make you happy, for the rest of your life? And even if you believe that they are, this is just something that I'm getting, even if you believe that they are that person, what you really want is the love. What you really want is the love. And this comes from being flexible. Being flexible in your approach, being flexible in how you go about your partners, finding partners, the people that you are with, being with different types of people, being open to new experiences, being open to new people. Okay, and that kind of thing is going to open you up to go the distance, and that's going to bring you success and things in the long term. Because what it is that we really want is love, regardless of who that actual person is. Again, we may associate a certain person with love, but if they're not actually giving us the love that we want, then that's not actually love. That's just being with someone for, whatever reason. It can be an illusion of love, or it could be somebody trying to convince themselves that they're in love. That's something that I got for some of you, not all of you. It could be somebody, you could be trying to convince yourself that you are in love with this person, or something like that. Convince yourself that this person is the one. But be flexible and go the distance, and keep your long-term goals for your relationships in mind, because you deserve to have this in your long-term goals, as opposed to whatever this this heartbreaking situation is. And again, this is saying that life is not a sprint, and we do have obstacles. However, you have the strength, the power, and the endurance to get through, to reach your goals, to manifest your dreams. And this can also say that right now you could be calling in some type of love. And I really see that for some of you because of this Mending card, and then this Go the Distance card. And both of these cards speak to harmonious relationships that can cause shifts, that can cause changes. And this Go the Distance card speaks to bringing in a harmonious romantic relationship that can be something long term. Okay, so those are the messages that I have for you. I truly hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope that you find it useful for you in the ending part of February 2017. Thank you so much for watching. Please thumbs up and like this video. If the messages resonate with you, please check your moon, sun, and rising sign videos. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please email me at powerlifehypnosis@gmail.com. If you need help finding your lost items, powerlifehypnosis@gmail.com. Please tell me how this reading resonates with you if it does. I'm looking forward to hearing that. Please also check out the details for my drawing in the description box below for my subscribers. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. All right, everyone, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Bye, Saggies.